Hello, YouTube. Well, this TV is a story that's a tad scary, actually. My dad my dad occasionally uses a portable TV. I think the main reason we had portable TVs was just in case the power went out so that he could see the news because he has this inherent need to know what's going on for some reason. That's just how he is. And since the digital TV fiasco, as UXW Bill calls it, the old TVs we had just didn't work anymore. They were frankly useless, except for just curiosity and, for history's sake. So I went to Radio Shack and got this one because it was the only one I could find. Well, it was one of the only ones I could find that took AA batteries. And here's a bad sign. This was a display model. Didn't have any left. And from the get-go, I had to clean out leaky batteries that Radio Shack themselves left in there. You can see the remnants of that on that terminal there. So that already was just a bad sign. I figured I'd just clean it up and it would be fine. And I guess that wasn't the case. Here's this TV. It has a power switch on the back. It has a little stand here as well, so you can stand it up and watch TV like this. Which is kind of nice. The LCD screen on it is actually not too bad at all. I wish I could show it to you. It has a little antenna that comes out the side. It's a little, it's one of these type of deals. It swivels. Once you get it out all the way, it does. To get out all the way, it swivels. So you can get the best signal you can. And, yeah, it was a nice little TV while it worked. And it actually picked up signals pretty darn well. Headphone jack right there. Looks like a blank there for something else. But here's what happened to this TV that kind of scares me a little bit. My dad attempted to use this the other day, and essentially what happened is he turned the thing on, and it just kept telling him low battery. So I guess he let it go for a while, and eventually, I think it was my mom that noticed this, but this little TV started making a whistling or whining or just really loud whining sound, I think it was. And so she went over and took the batteries out, and apparently the batteries were hotter than hell. So something was shorting out the batteries, and I'm not quite sure what happened here. That could have been a very nasty battery fire. That was a very, very close call. I can safely say I'll never put batteries in this TV again. In fact, I'm probably gonna, what the hell? I'll open it up and do an autopsy for you. See if we can see anything that happened in there. I'd bet a voltage regulator or something went out of whack, or that leaky battery that was in there to begin with, some corrosion got somewhere it really shouldn't have and caused a problem. Either way, this thing uses little screws to hold it together, and they're Phillips, so we can open this up and take a look at it. I figure we might as well. I don't know if we're going to find anything, but we can at least see. I'm not sure about this yet. I should have made a video of this while it worked, because it was a nice TV. That's a shame. Alright. Got the TV open here. Looks like there's a little LCD panel in here. And this little tiny speaker, which is an amusing thing on it. Right Tech. That speaker's got to be like 1/4 of an inch or something like that. There's the LCD screen, which looks awful nice. Which itself is matte. Funny enough. There. Looks like there's a way to get the connector off here. Figure I could salvage this thing for just parts and sell out parts and things. It looks like it uses a little connector there on a ribbon cable. There, I got the panel out. That's the information on the back of it. I don't know who makes this panel. It was a nice one, though. It looked really good. Well, now I know it was in that grommet hole. It was hiding an antenna connector. It looks an awful lot like a Wi-Fi antenna type connector. Look at that. Huh. There you have it. There's shielding everywhere on this TV. Looks like there's your power switch right there. It's just a little thing. Wonder if I can get all the shielding off so we can look at it. There's your corrosion on the battery terminals. I didn't quite clean off the way it should have. I should have dismantled this when I first got it. Ah, there's some corrosion right there. Nice. Jeez, there's a bunch of, there's a huge thermal pad or foam pad or something on this chip here. I got a bunch of it off. But now I can actually read it. It's an LG Electronics chip. It's an LG 2500U. I don't know what this chip does. I assume it's a tuner chip of some sort. Looks like there's some RAM on here too, like buffering memory or something. Because there's a Hynix chip right there. Looks like RAM to me. Nothing on here looks blown. The only thing I'm suspicious about is that small transistor down there. Whatever that is, because the side of it looks kind of like it got way too hot. I don't know. The other side is still stuck on. I need to get that off. But yeah, these compact little TVs, look at these traces. Well, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot to see. However, there is something down there that I don't like the look of. That little chip with the red dot on it, you can see there. Let me put it down and point it out. This chip right here, I don't like the look of it. It looks like it got hot. So, I don't know what's going on. The voltage regulator right there doesn't look all that bad. Doesn't look like it got hot. So I wonder what actually made the whining noise in this. Something obviously shorted the batteries out, and that's not a good thing. So, doesn't look like there was, unfortunately, doesn't look like there was a whole lot to see in this thing. So, that's a shame. But I'm not going to chance it. I'm just going to trash this thing. I'm just going to trash the board. I'm going to save the panel, but trash the board, since these LCD panels probably have some sort of value. For those of you who are wondering, this was Radio Shack catalog number 16972. It was a 3.5-inch portable TV. And there you have it, guys. That is an autopsy of this little TV. Looks like I couldn't find anything that's real conclusive. I mean, there wasn't like a burnt voltage regulator, but stuff definitely looks like it got hot in here. So I don't know if that was from maybe a reflow oven, or from what happened with the batteries and causing a short. But whatever it is, it's not good. My prognosis is that something caused the batteries to short, and the batteries themselves were whining or whistling. Because I don't see any evidence of anything on the board that looks like it could have whistled, but I could be wrong. Maybe a voltage regulator started whining. I don't know. Anyhow, that's all I can say about it, because that's what it looks like so far. Anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed, even though it was kind of boring. I'm sorry. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.